Alright, so good morning. And welcome to Stories of a Yellow Town. In the days I went to court and I was never tired resorting from the alehouse and the playhouse and many house beside. But I told my brother Seamus I'll be off and be right famous, and before I come home again I'll roam the world wide. So a goodbye Martian Durkin, sure I'm sick and tired of working. No more I'm digging practice, no longer I'll be fooled. First class my baby's starting, I'll be off to California. Instead of digging practice I'll be digging up so cold.
It was a Wednesday evening in Gort. Now we've been to Gort for a number of weeks, but we hadn't received any stories yet, and we thought it was a bit of a turning point. We took a chance on this men's only night in Henley's pub in Gort. Brazilians, they all gather, they meet, they get to know each other. We thought, perfect, we'll go there. We go in, we sit on a bench on our own, nobody joins on the bench. They're hanging off each other, one foot hanging, sitting on each other's ears. They won't sit on the bench with us. After 2 hours, we finally think, this isn't working, nobody's talking to us. We go home, so we lift up everything, and as we're lifting up our bags, we take our little guitar, and they say, the local Brazilians, they say, "Hey, is that a musical instrument? you're going without singing. Sing us a song." Do you know any Clancy brothers? Of course, girls in Blarney, in Cantor.
So we decide why not to go to a place in Ireland, in the county, in this case, and ask the people to tell us stories, real life stories, and why not to do a show about that. The hardest part of this project was really to transcribe the amount of hours that we had of stories, and that it was a really hard work. And we transcribed all the stories down, we put them on paper, and then we start to read them, and then naturally we start to decide which bits of the stories that they were telling us we found interesting, that could have a theatrical attraction.
Hello, how are you?
Grand, thanks.
0875.
Yes.
Now. Obrigado.
De nada.
De nada is you're welcome. They don't expect it. When you say it then, they're always delighted. We always found that with them. They'd be quiet. But if you say one word at all in Portuguese, you get a big smile straight away. We use exactly the stories that we heard and the same wording that we heard, and eventually we put stories beside each other that maybe contradict each other or contrast, or stories that are in the same light, and finally we have a 45-50 minute show.
All these people coming here, how do they interact together? What's going on when people try to find work? What's going on with the language when you don't know the language? And all of that, we knew that the story is going to be quite interesting. Then we opened the show in where was the first time? In the community center here
in the Family Resource Centre.
That's it.
We did 2 shows. Chose that space because we want a space that would attract Brazilians and Irish in Gort that they would both go to. We performed, I think, 9 shows in Corch, 3 in houses, 6 in venues. Again, it was great to get different audiences and really good response. And when you perform in houses, they're very intimate. The stories are quite intimate, and there's a fragility in them. And also, the stories talk about community. So when you go to a house, it's a small community.
We did two shows before the Roshin, and it was a really great reaction. But I suppose the Roshin, what happened is we didn't expect that turn up of people.
The audience they heard so much about it, they were ready for it.
And a postman stopped the car. And one of the Brazilians get into the postman van. And the postman was saying to him, no. I'm not collecting people for work. I just stop here to deliver.
No, I go with you. No.
In the project was that to really give voice to people in a different way.
We're actors and we feel that we're useful, that's our trade is useful, you know. So that's why we do it.
Thank you.